Alice Springs is currently not in lockdown, but what's the current advice for people in the area?
Good morning. Our community works under the Chief Medical Officer's directions, and as you say, we're not under lockdown. But Alice Springs is surrounded by about 260 remote regional communities. A lot of those have been given very strong advice by health services here in Central Australia to stay at home. It is a busy time of year with the annual show this weekend, Territory Day celebrations, which have been put on hold on the 1st. But it's about communicating to people in remote areas. Also, currently, Alice Springs and the rest of the Territory is very, very busy with school holidays, families right across the Territory. So it's been difficult for all involved, but everybody is facing it with a very sensible approach.
And the Northern Territory has never really gone through this sort of a lockdown before. You mentioned that there's so many different communities in the top end. How are authorities making sure that each of these communities are listening and understanding all of this health advice?
We're working through the regional councils, like all areas of the Territory are covered by local governments, and also through health officers, health officials and the Northern Territory Police. We did have a lockdown earlier last year when it first occurred, and it was difficult, but it was very well managed by the authorities.
I'm also hearing reports already that there's been panic buying in Alice Springs, even though you're not in lockdown. Is that the case at the moment?
Well, there's one product flying off the shelves exactly the same as last March, and I'm still to get to the bottom of it, but that's toilet paper. Look, our supply services across the Territory are very well catered for by the supermarkets. Yesterday I was the day before I was on the North Road, north of Alice Springs, and just the continuation of transport is like normal. So we don't have any fear of supplies within the major centres. And of course, those networks are working out to regional and remote communities as well.
You mentioned Territory Day. That's not going ahead as scheduled. It has been postponed. How disappointing is that?
Oh, look, for a lot of Territorians, it is also the day Territorians have always expressed their delight of Territory Day by letting off firecrackers. It's the only day of the year. We didn't get to do that last year, so there'll be a lot of people a bit disappointed at the moment, but has not been cancelled. As the Chief Minister says, we'll come back with another date within the future. So I'm sure we'll all still get a bang out of fireworks.
I'm sure it'll be bigger and better celebrations once you are allowed to. Just finally, before I let you go, have you got a message to the community?
Look, just follow the instructions of that are broadcast regularly across all forms of communication, and you don't need to panic buy. And I'd suggest just check on your neighbour.
Yeah, good advice there. Alice Springs Mayor Damien Ryan, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. You have a great day.